Alright guys, massive future character news for Wuthering Waves. I know while everyone is currently focused on the 3.5 update that we just got, and the 3.6 marketing that came out earlier this week, we are now looking up ahead with some crazy information regarding one of the most iconic launch characters in the entire game. Verina is expected to receive her own SP version in the future. It was only a matter of time until we got more news about another SP character. Since we just got Yang SP in our current update, this is now starting to make a lot of sense. So in this video, let's talk about everything we currently know about Verina SP, including the latest info, her expected release window, potential role, element, weapon, some potential teams you can end up doing with this character. Also, real quick, if you guys do enjoy and want to stay updated on everything Wuthering Waves, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and turn on those notifications because we have a ton of upcoming content on the way, including for more 3.6 news, gameplay, and much more. But with that said, now let's not waste any time and get into it. We're looking up ahead with info on Verina SP. Starting with the actual information, according to the latest info, Verina is expected to receive a SP version sometime in the future, specifically after we move on into the next major region. Now obviously this is still early information, but what makes it really interesting is that this lines up with a lot of things we already been seeing throughout the game, because even before this info appeared, it already felt that Verina was already being teased and basically set up for future story importance, especially after we did the recent Lucilla questline. Verina's connection to the new Federation immediately makes her one of the easiest character to bring back once we move into next major storyline, and when you combine that with the Yang SP that we already got in our current update, so it was only a matter of time until the next SP character was about to get revealed. So Verina makes perfect sense. The more I think about it, the more Verina feels like one of the most obvious choices for an SP character. She's one of the original launch characters, she's very recognizable, we've all used her at launch, and Kuro already showed us that they're willing to revisit the older characters and give them modern versions through SP units already. And we also have news on us getting Calchero as well. I did make a full video breaking that down. So now the next characters are said to be Calchero and Verina are going to be the next characters receiving SP versions. But now let's go over the rest of the info here on the element, weapon, and combat roles. So about the kit information, current reports suggest Verina SP will still remain the spectral element and a rectifier weapon user, which is the exact same as her standard version that she has right now. However, her role is expected to be completely different from the original version. Instead of being purely a healer and a support, Verina SP is expected to become a spectral sub-DPS support hybrid, meaning she's more going to be a sub-DPS character and could contribute meaningful damage while also buffing her teammates. Right now, the biggest thing here is that she appears to be designed specifically for spectral teams. The current expectation is that she will significantly increase the damage output of spectral mid DPS characters while also dealing a good bit of damage herself. And if we talk about the teams and future spectral DPS characters, this could mean a few things. One of the biggest things I saw about the discussion right now is her being a pretty good buffer towards Jinxie. Many players are already speculating that Verina, the SP version, could become one of the best future teammates for Jinxie. I've also seen some people saying that Jinxie's ultimate team could end up being basically Jinxie main DPS, Verina SP as the sub DPS, plus regular Verina as the support. Whether that's actually going to happen remains to be seen, but the fact that players are already talking about this combination shows how much potential people think this character has. And what's even more interesting is that this implies for future banners, we might be getting a new spectral main DPS on the way, because if Kuro is already creating a dedicated spectral sub DPS support for 4.x, then there's a pretty good chance they're also preparing a powerful new spectral main DPS somewhere in the 4.x roadmap. So that'll make perfect sense. That's always the trend they like to do. When there's a powerful main DPS in the way, there's always that dedicated sub DPS or support before or after the character is released. So Verina SP might actually be teasing another major spectral character we haven't seen yet. And now for the future of SP characters, the other major discussion is what this means for the game overall. We already have Yang Yang that received one, but now we have 2 more SP characters to be on the way. Calchero is heavily set to have one, and now we have Verina being discussed today as well. And honestly, this could only be the beginning, because the starter trio has always been extremely popular. Yang Yang already got her upgrade, which naturally raises the question, maybe Baizi and Chixia will be the next ones to be getting a SP version as well. Personally, I think all of them have a decent chance eventually. Kuro clearly likes now revisiting the older characters and modernizing them for the newer regions and story arcs, especially if they come back for the story. So I would not be surprised if SP characters become a regular part of the game's future the more we move on into the next regions. So this is some pretty big news with the expected release date for Verina SP around the 4.x cycle. Now we don't even have a specific date if it's going to be at the start of 4.0 or maybe later on, but that's going to be sometime by next year, could be at the beginning of next year as well. And what the info said, it's specifically sometime after we leave Mengzhou and move into the new Federation region, which will make sense from the story perspective, because Verina already has direct connections to that region, as we saw from the Lucilla side quest, meaning Kuro could basically reintroduce her into the main story and give her a brand new playable version at the same time, exactly what they did for the 3.5 update with Mengzhou. With the return of Yang Yang, we saw the return of her basic 4-star version in a story, but they gave her a brand new form to be playable as well. So while we don't have the exact version number yet, most expectations currently place her somewhere during the early new Federation patches. So right now, Verina SP info is still very early on, but if these reports are being accurate, she could become one of the most important future support characters in the game, a spectral sub-DPS support hybrid, strong with the new Federation region, future synergy with spectral carries, and potentially one of the biggest upgrades we've ever seen from the launch character. And I want to hear from you guys. This also opens the door for them to do the other standard characters as well. Right now we have a SP version expected for Verina and Calchero, but what other character would you hope for? And maybe another 4-star, for example, by ZSP or Chixia SP first. Let me know down below in the comments which other character would you like to return as a SP version. But for now, if you guys did enjoy the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications, because I'll continue covering every major info, roadmap update, and future character news right here on the channel. That will conclude all the info for today. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.